Hey, welcome to our For Today's Aging Woman broadcast. Today we are broadcasting live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously, so welcome regardless of which platform you are joining us from. And if you're catching this on the rebroadcast, welcome as well. I always appreciate the fact that you have taken the time to stop by and join in on the conversation. Today we are going to be talking about your fasting success and the fact that changing your mindset can make the difference between the success that you are going to receive and maybe not receive when you're incorporating something like fasting into your lifestyle. Or it could be that simple thing that could get you to jump in with us. Just by simply changing your mindset, you can open up many opportunities for yourself just because of the sheer possibility of what you can achieve if you're thinking a different way. So welcome. Today we will be talking about mindset. I want to share also with you a couple of comments and transformation results that we have received from some of the members in our community. So make sure you stick around for that as well. I think sometimes hearing what other women are doing who are just like you can also help you open up your mindset and create some change for yourself. So if you're joining us as a new member, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube or that like button on Facebook so that you will be notified when we go live to broadcast or when we upload these as a recorded rebroadcast. And that way you won't miss out either way. I always ask that you do also leave me a comment in the comment section letting me know that you are here, that you stopped by this community, and also let me know if you are a previous course member of ours and maybe you have had a mindset change that helped you make some transformational things happen in your life, or if you're considering joining our February course. If you already joined our February course, please make sure you let me know as well, and I will welcome everyone at the end. So mindset, we talked about mindset a lot last year when we read the book Mindset, and we realized that there were certain areas of our life where we were living in sort of a fixed mindset. And when we changed that and opened things up and became growth mindset type of people, how so many opportunities were opened up for us. And what I get a lot of feedback on because of the things that I post on social media are these very limited belief comments from women who can't even imagine doing some of the things that I do or have done to transform not only my health, but my overall well-being as an aging woman. And so I want you to consider two things. And you know, I always like to leave you guys with some action item things you can always implement in your everyday life. And these are the two things I want you to think about as we move on about our day or our week or some things that we had that we're facing with that might be a challenge for us. And that is how you respond to things that you see that other people are doing that you wish you could accomplish, but you can't even imagine. And that's some of the feedback that I get. I know a lot from women who say to me, I can't even imagine going 20 hours a day and not eating anything. I can't even imagine, cutting the carbs out of my life that, I absolutely love. Or even to narrow it down even more simply is I can't even imagine not eating X, like a very specific thing that they have in their everyday life that might just be that one thing that's making them feel so horrible or keeping their hormones out of balance or actually make them feel like they're aging. And trust me, there's nothing worse than feeling like you're aging. So how is it that you can't imagine living your life without that thing or those things, or not trying something, which could be those things that are holding you in that place in the first place or have you on the hunt or search for something better? So instead of going to that fixed mindset, trapped way of thinking and thinking to yourself, I can't even imagine, what if you just changed that thought or that reaction to, I've never considered that? And just think about that calm that comes over you when you think about things in that regard. When you go from, I can't even imagine, being all tense and uptight and closed down and thinking that there's no possible way, to, wow, I've never really considered that. And how your body language actually changes, opens up and relaxes because you've now just opened up your world to endless possibilities of what you can achieve if you just consider doing something differently from what you're currently doing that's not yielding you the results that you want. So let me share with you a comment that I just received from one of our course members. Her name is Barbara. She took our course in June of 2018, and today she just shared these results. Barbara says, I took the course in June, and because of lots of travel, followed your guidelines loosely. So she just took into consideration some of the things that I presented in our course, and these are the results that Barbara got. In December, so just a month ago, she had her routine annual blood work done at her doctor's office. Her A1C went from a 6.0 to a 5.6, and she's no longer pre-diabetic. Her LDL cholesterol went down from 140 to 115, and she also lost 12 pounds. So think about that. So many women come into this course with the mindset of, I just want to lose weight. And what happens when we change that mindset and we consider some new things, life-changing things happen with your overall health and well-being. And that happened exactly that way for Barbara. Her doctor was giddy and told her to keep doing what she is doing and to keep doing it forever. So imagine going from that mindset of, I could never even think about doing what it is you're doing, to, I've never really considered the possibilities, doing something very lightly, not even by the book, and getting the kind of results that Barbara got. And that's exactly what happens in the course that I teach, because I'm teaching you how to just take things into consideration. Have you ever considered, and we had another comment in our course, the course that we have currently going on, about the idea that I share, and I've shared it here with you guys a lot as well, about going out to eat Mexican food. And that is my absolute most favorite thing to do when we go out to dinner, is go eat Mexican food. And I felt really bummed out and felt really, I guess I was having a pity party is the best way to explain it, when we would go out and I would eat the tortilla chips, because I've grown up on chips and salsa. I'm a San Diego, California girl. Chips, salsa, and guacamole is my jam. But the corn chips were making me sick, and I couldn't even imagine going through my life without having my chips and salsa and guacamole. And then I considered what would happen, the possibility of bringing my own tortilla chips to a restaurant. And I found some tortilla chips that don't have corn in them, and I take them with me to the restaurant. So now, not only do I get to have my favorite thing to have when we go out to eat, which is Mexican food, but I don't have to put myself in a position where I feel sick, and I don't have to be left out of the celebratory part of Mexican dining, which is chips, salsa, and guacamole. But can you think about a situation for yourself where you're currently in a fixed mindset and you can't even consider the thought of whatever it is that's holding you back? And what if you just sat back and relaxed and reframed your way of thinking to, wow, I've never considered the possibility of bringing my own tortilla chips, or I never considered the possibility that I could actually take this course and implement some of what it is that Dy Ann's teaching while I'm living my busy schedule, and absolutely change my future by getting myself out of a pre-diabetic state, by changing my cholesterol. And yes, what all of us want in the end is losing some weight. And that's exactly what Barbara had done in our course over the course of June to December, when she went to go get her follow-up work with her doctor. So if you find yourself feeling frustrated, not sure where you should go, or still doing what I say a lot of women are doing, and that is desperately seeking out the perfect plan for themselves, I want you to consider that there's a new way. I want you to consider that what it is that you want to have is right at your fingertips. You just have to consider new ways of living your life. You just have to consider new ways of nourishing your body. You just have to consider that what you've been doing in the past is just not working for you, and it hasn't been working for you. You have just reached this pinnacle point in your life where your hormones have caught up with what hasn't been working for you, and it's caught you in like this dead stop. and you can no longer do what you were doing in the past. You have to consider some new things. And that is exactly what I do with you as I walk you through our intermittent fasting for today's Aging Woman course. I'm super excited for all the women who have joined us in February already. I'm so excited and just thrilled for all the women who are in our course in January who have changed their mindset from I can't even imagine to I've never really considered that. And the transformations that we have going on in just the midpoint of week 2 of our 3-week course have just been mind-blowing, as they are every month. So I'm going to encourage you to consider doing something differently with me in February and seeing the results that you could get for yourself if even you're living a busy schedule, if even you only implement just part of what I'm talking about, if even you just stand by the sidelines and take in the information until you feel like you're ready to start implementing things. I'm super excited at the possibility of having you join our course with us in February. So what I'm going to do now is go into YouTube first. If you guys don't mind, on Facebook, I'm going to welcome everyone and read the comments and questions. So if you have a question about anything, now is your time to shoot them my way and I will get them answered for you. And then Facebook, I will go on there and I will welcome you guys and answer any questions or comments that you guys have there as well. Darlene, thanks so much for jumping on today. I've been watching you for 2 weeks, really learning and enjoying. Awesome. Darlene, I'm going to challenge you. Don't just watch from YouTube. Join our February course. I guarantee you it will be life-changing for you, and I would love to be able to spend some time with you inside the course and help you create a new lifestyle for yourself. Jennifer, taking your advice and joining the February course instead of waiting. Jennifer, I'm so proud of you. I want to have your energy and positive attitude. Thank you for all you do. Jennifer, I will promise to hold on tight to you and take care of you and walk you through the process. And by spring break, you will have a completely new outlook on how you're living your life, and I promise you'll have a new sense of energy. So I'm excited for you and what you'll be embarking on heading into the spring season with us. Teresa, I am finding that I feel better while eating in a 6-hour window. No longer getting that tired feeling after a meal. Awesome, Teresa. And good for you for staying in it and doing some experimenting and tweaking a little bit, and that is key. Not every woman has the same energy needs. Not every woman has the same life demands. And so what I really do encourage you guys to do in the course is, while you're with me, play around with all that stuff and really try to tweak a system that's going to work for you so that you will do it for the long haul. This is not a short, quick fix type of approach to living our life. This is a lifestyle change that you can implement forever. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, I shared with you guys what I did this weekend, just being out of town and in a hotel, and how I managed this lifestyle for myself so that I didn't have to completely go off track because I was out of my element. You do not have to create a perfect environment to be successful in this lifestyle. You just have to make sure that you have the bare minimum to get what you need to get through your day. And I really try to emphasize that and teach that in the course as well. So super excited for you guys. Trudy, I am changing my mindset. My plan is written down and I am implementing it every day. Trudy, good for you, girlfriend. And I know you, when you set your mind to something, you get it done. So super proud of you for going back and re-emphasizing that for yourself. Teresa, for the last 10 years, I have been yo-yoing from 172 to 154. Today, I weighed in at 148, and I don't feel like I'm dieting. Well, Teresa, that's because you're not dieting. You have created a lifestyle that works for you. So remember, dieting or diets in general are designed to be a cookie cutter approach to the mass market. And we are not the mass market. So what I do in this course is I allow you the freedom and flexibility and the respect that you need so that you can create your own lifestyle. And that is what it's all about. And that's how you'll never have to diet again. When you eat foods that accommodate you and your lifestyle and your traditions and your customs and the accessibility that you have to food, and for some of us, even the financial limitations that we have, that's how you create success. And so you're not having to follow me, you're following you and your body's cues. And that's exactly why you will not be yo-yoing anymore. And you are actually 10 pounds under what you used to yo-yo with. So congratulations to you. And I bet you didn't even have to micromanage that weight coming off. So congratulations to you for sure. Darlene, I have so much more time and I don't think about food all the time. That's another little bonus we talk about a lot here as well. Kathleen, hello. Love all your advice. Thanks so much, girlfriend. I've discovered it's not hard at all once you're used to fasting while eating keto, for me anyway. Yeah, good for you. And you know, that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with you creating your own plan or following something else as a guideline and then just tweaking it so you're not miserable. The last thing we want to do around food, and this is what I emphasize a lot too, is we do not want to become food phobic women, right? We don't want to use that dialogue and that mindset of we're not allowed to do this, or we're cheating on this, or even missing out on memory making opportunities. And this is what was happening with me a lot every night at dinner time, is by the time dinner time rolled around, I had run out of calories. Like I had already maxed out my 1,200 calories for the day, which is absurd. And it really opened up the opportunity for me to be able to be present when food was also present. And there's nothing worse than feeling phobic about food. We can't escape food. Food is what we need as our life source. So we have to learn how to live within it with the means that work best for us. So that's really what I try to teach as well. And what a lot of women are finding in our course too is a lot of the social bonds that they used to feel about food, and even some of the food struggles and some of the things that they really had a hard time with food, even as teenage girls and growing up with dieting mentalities as young women, all of those feelings are going away. So that's what I talk about as well with healing the whole woman. We want to make sure that you feel comfortable and confident when you sit down to dish yourself up a plate of food, and you don't want to have those deep inner feelings of guilt and cheating and all of those things. You're not cheating when you're nourishing your body. You're doing what you need to do. And so hopefully you guys are noticing that as well. Darlene, when you are in a course, do you have to meet all together at one time online? Is it a certain time each day, or is it flexible schedule? So Darlene, the way the course is set up is it's online. Every day a new course lesson is released to you, because I know how women are and you want to get to the end. And so I sort of force you to slow down a little bit and really pay attention to the signs and signals your body's sending you. So it's online and you do it at your own pace. The only thing that I suggest is that you keep up with the course, because it builds and your body changes as we move through the course. So the only thing that I ask is you listen to your lesson as it's released to you every day, and it's no more than 15 minutes a day. So super flexible, super easy. You can do it on your way to work. Hayes, mom, 25. I'm recently in menopause and thought because of that I wouldn't be able to lose weight. However, after following your advice, I lost 10 pounds. There you go. Menopause, hormonal changes are also not that thing that we just assume are supposed to be a certain way or as publicized because we're aging. It doesn't have to be that way. Menopause is just a normal course of what we go through as aging women, but we do not have to have it be something that's going to change our life forever in all the negative ways that we see publicized. And we don't have to have quick fixes, elixirs, pills, and potions to make it better either. We have the ability to really fix our hormones and how we want to age by letting our body do what it's been designed to do. So Kathleen, Hayes mom, I'm super excited for you. Kathleen, I find with keto, you can find out how to make almost anything, but in a different way. Just get creative and look up, keto recipes for sure. And Darlene, you're welcome. And then Kathleen, thank you, Diane, for introducing me to IF years ago. I'm 64 and felt great. Awesome. So there you go, 64 and feeling great. And I know there's a lot of us on here who aren't 64 and aren't feeling great. And what we want to do is get to that point where we can say we're feeling great at any age. Amy, welcome. Diane is here. Jenny is here. Tina, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Carol from Atlanta, good to have you. Diane joins us from Pennsylvania. She's a regular here. We love having her. Kathleen, great to be here. Tina from Ohio. Amy, hi all. I'm watching from Oregon. I have been practicing IF for almost 2 years. I'm in a different mindset right now about having meat in my diet. 8 days, no meat. As of today, I'm seeing and feeling some results. Amy, I'm kind of doing the same thing. You know, I've been talking about all my meatless meals. And here's what I really try to teach. Let's go back to that food phobic thing really quick, is that you don't have to put yourself in a box, right? So you don't have to say, oh, I am paleo, or I am gluten-free, or I am keto even, or I am a vegan or vegetarian. What I really try to teach you is to let your body tell you what it needs and what makes it feel its best. So I encourage experimenting with different lifestyles. I encourage implementing different genres of how you introduce food into your life. And there's no such thing as bad food. There is just food that makes an individual person feel bad. And the best way to figure out what those foods are for you is to experiment a little bit. And that's really what I teach you in the course as well, is how to experiment with not feeling like you're putting yourself into a box and then constantly cheating or failing. We don't cheat on food and we don't fail with food. We make choices with food. And I really try to teach you how to make the best choices for you. So congratulations, Amy. I'm super excited for you. Kathleen from Michigan. Jenny, she was in our January 2018 course, so a full year with us. Christy, December graduate, 0 migraines since I started, unbelievable, and down 8 pounds. Found my food triggers, so happy and grateful. So Christy, down 8 pounds and no migraines. And what I love about this community is, if you notice, if you watch regularly, the results that our students get are always listed by the benefits that they get, and the end result is that they lose weight. Because I don't guarantee a weight loss, I guarantee that you're gonna feel better and you're gonna have a better relationship with food. So Christy, 0 migraines and lost 8 pounds. And I'm gonna bet that the migraines and the way she handled them kept those 8 pounds on her. So when she didn't have to deal with migraines and she didn't have to manage the migraines, then her body was able to settle in, not have to put that energy into managing a migraine, and to have the ability to lose 8 pounds, and she didn't even have to think about it. So Christy, I'm super excited for you. Slightly struggling with everyone trying to give me their opinion about what I'm doing. Christy, just zero it out for sure. And what I always like to say, people who are critical of this lifestyle, and we teach this for a week in the course, the social and emotional benefits of fasting and creating your own food lifestyle, is ask them how what they're doing is working for them. And really tune in to what people around you, general people, are complaining about. It's always weight loss, not feeling good, prescription medicines that they're on, how they're feeling in their clothes, how depressed they're feeling. It's not good. And just turn it back. I turn it back very gracefully and as politely as I can, and I say, well, how is what you're doing working for you? And it makes them think, right? It makes them think about what they're doing. And if you're walking around feeling amazing, which I know you are, and looking amazing, which I know you are, they're gonna look at you and go, wow, I guess what she's doing is working for her. And they're gonna open their mind up to maybe paying attention to what you're doing. And so turn it back on them. How's what you're doing working for you is a simple way to fix that for sure. Kathleen, amazing things happening in my health and life due to the December course, and I have feeling new and now getting back to mental clarity too. Awesome. Nothing better than mental clarity, I'll tell you. Sharave, I was told that I'm starving myself, and I guess Jillian Michaels thinks so too. I'm so focused and disciplined now, I don't let it affect me. Yeah. Jillian Michaels, we just don't even pay attention to that stuff, and you're not starving yourself. Believe it or not, eating 6 times a day every few hours is truly starving yourself, or having little emotional satisfying things throughout your day are also your body being in a starvation state. Excuse me. So what we're doing here is not starving you, I promise you, and I teach you that in the course. So there's scientific proof to to show you guys that that is not the case for sure. Amy, imagine if it does work. Exactly. And that's really what I like to emphasize with that question. I've never considered that. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to go back to feeling crappy? Okay, what if you could have one thing in your life change? What if it was just your migraines were gone and you didn't lose any weight? Would you be grateful for that? What if your mental clarity came back and you didn't lose any weight? Would you be grateful for that? What if one little thing in your life got better? Could you find some gratitude in that? And then what happens is when we start to feel grateful and we start to feel energized, then our mindset around all the other things in our life will change too, because we have hope, right? We have hope that everything else is going to get better. So just consider one thing in your life changing for the positive, and then let's just run with that afterwards. So thanks for pointing that out, Amy. Kathleen, I've discovered what good health feels like. Exactly. Good health should feel amazing. Maria, hello. Amy, one of the new things I have discovered is when I work out, I prefer to be fasted. Yeah, for sure. Because now your body's fat adaptive and it knows how to find its own source of energy to get you through that workout. You won't have that heavy feeling, and you won't have to work out as hard, which is great because remember, when we get our nutrition fixed and we get our hormones fixed, we no longer have to work out to erase the bad things. We work out to enhance the good things, and that in itself is a mindset shift. So good for you, Amy, for noticing all of that. Stephanie, any suggestions what I should and shouldn't do until I take your course in February? I would say just hang out here and start considering some things that you do throughout your day and make note of them. So I would start journaling some foods, how they make you feel. I would say pay attention to how much water you're drinking in a day. Excuse me, pay attention to how you feel in the morning when you wake up. Do you need coffee to have a conversation with someone? Are you dependent on quick fixes? Start journaling some stuff, because the more you can identify before February, the easier it will be to jump into February, because your mind will already be opened up to a lot of those possibilities. So I would say journal some stuff that you have going on in your day would be huge for sure. And then thanks for jumping in with this, Stephanie. I can't wait to hang out with you inside the course. Christy, healing my relationship with food is huge for sure. All of us. We've been so duped for sure. And it's such a sad situation. Christy, exactly. And then super grateful. Awesome. Can't wait to have you. Do we have some more on here, Michael? Okay, where did I stop off last time? Kathleen. Okay, DZ, how long does the course last? Is there a new course that starts every month? So DZ, the course is 3 weeks. It starts on February 3rd. You have lessons throughout that are released to you every day. You do it on your own time. We're considering not having a course in March because we have this huge demand for a new course for my graduate students. And so we're focusing on that. So I would say get into this course now so that you'll be prepared for an advanced course when we release it. And we're having a price increase on the For Today's Aging Women beginner course after March. So I would get in February for sure. And then know that you have lifetime access to your course, so you can go back and review the materials as much as you want. So get it locked in this month for sure. And then I think that's it. Danny from October class, I've been experiencing acid reflux all of a sudden while fasting. Any suggestions? I would just go back to making sure you're drinking enough water and seeing what you're doing in your feasting window. Remember, what we feel in our fast is usually the result of what we've done in our feast. So make sure you haven't introduced anything into your feasting window that might be causing you to have that acid reflux when your body is empty and doing the work to heal itself. Maybe the best advice I can give you. And then Trudy, you give me good ideas every time I listen to you. Awesome, Trudy. Well, thanks for jumping in and being open-minded and having that growth mindset with us so that you consider implementing some stuff that we share here for sure. So thanks for jumping on. It is 3:30. I am doing my best to limit these lives to 30 minutes. So we're at our 30-minute mark. Thank you for everyone who jumped on and commented or just said hello and let me know you were here. I always appreciate that. Please continue to do that on the rebroadcast because I go back through and I read comments and answer questions after this has been posted. We have our February registration opened up. I am letting you guys know now that there will be a price increase for 2019. February will be the last time that this price will be offered for this course. And then there is about 90% chance someone's going to have to tell me some really good sob story that just breaks my heart for me to launch the course in March. So I'm highly recommending that you get in now because the course will most likely not be offered in March. And there will be a price increase after that. So get on our email list. Make sure you get your spot reserved. I promise to take great care of you inside the course. You heard some of the testimonials from some of our other students, whether they were in the comment section or something I shared with you today. And I am living proof. I have also gone through this process. I developed this course for us aging women because of what I was suffering from and what I was struggling with and what I was frustrated with. This is a very simplified version of what intermittent fasting can do for us as aging women, and you can't find this information anywhere else. Super excited to have you guys in with me in February. Don't sit on the sidelines too long. Trust me, you're just postponing what you could have that could change your life and make you feel amazing. And nothing breaks my heart more than to know that someone waited 9 or 10 months before jumping in, and then in just the first week, they got amazing results. So take a chance with me. Know that if you jump in within that first week, you'll start to feel some pretty amazing results, and then you're home free from there. I will see you guys next week. I think Michael and I, are we doing a Friday broadcast?
Yeah.
We're going to do a Friday broadcast on the IF Keto Family Life page. So make sure you follow us over there. We'll have some big announcements on that page as well. Hope to see you guys. If I don't see you guys there, have a fantastic weekend. Know I'm here for you. Please feel free to leave your comments and questions. If you have a specific question about the course and whether it's right for you, always feel free to email me at dyannparhamfitness.com. I will do my best to get your question answered and to make you feel at ease, so you will do your self a favor and get in with us. Have a good night, you guys. I'll see you guys soon.